This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com. AFTV Lee, happy, well, I wouldn't say happy, we were all a bit disappointed, but then in reflection, a point you'd be happy with.
Yeah, when you see that the team come out and the injuries that we had, and then I don't know what happened with Martinelli at half time, but, you know, look, they was at full strength and we wasn't. And it was, I thought, an intense game. Both teams had chances, both teams went for it at times. But on the whole, I felt, I'm a little bit disappointed we ain't won the game, but I probably Man United would feel the same as well, like, you know.
Yeah, they had a couple of chances, we had a couple of chances, we hit the bar.
Yeah.
Cavani missed one, you know, Pepe missed a couple, well, I say missed, you know what I mean, but, you know, Willian had that big chance.
Yeah.
That could have been the goal. It could have went either way, so probably a point is a fair result.
It is, and I think, you know, for a 0-0, I don't know what it was for the neutral, but for a 0-0, from my point of view, I thought it was a good game. Their goal, it might have even been 1-1. I thought Leno in the first half made a sensational save, and so did De Gea for them in the second half. So it could have been 1-1, 2-2, and everybody began with what was a great game. Sometimes it's still a good game without goals. I thought that was the case today. You know, Man United, I felt never really went for it, so they a little bit of respect with their team selection, McTominay and Fred in there, so they was like obviously a little bit wary of us.
That's what they've been doing away from home, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
and McTominay and Fred in there. Those have been the.
But after losing to Sheffield United at home, I thought that, you know, that if you really genuine ambitions of winning the title, 5 points dropped in those two in the last two games with Man City on fire is not a good position for them. But they never really went for it at us at times. I think that they was a little bit cautious of what we could do. And the disappointing fact is, if we'd have had our best team out today, who knows? That's the thing. It's the unknown, isn't it? But
you reckon we'd have done them?
Well, you know, you don't know. I think Saka is a big player for us. You know, I know he's 19 years of age, and he's
one of the best players in the league.
I think he's one of the best players, and I don't think it's a good thing that we're relying on a youngster. But he is playing beyond his years. I've said it before. You know, if you said he was 25, 26, and the way he's playing, you know, I think it's sensational. And you could see how good he is when the team sheet come in. How disappointed we all was that he wasn't on it. And I'm a big Martinelli fan, and he's on the team sheet, but I'm still disappointed because Saka is not there. And I thought, you know, that's a good thing. I thought defensively we played really well today.
Yeah, we've been playing well defensively, you know, for a lot of the season, especially again since December. Defensively, it's been a lot better, hasn't it?
It has, you know, and we're showing that. I think even through the bad run with all what we had before Christmas, all of us were saying that, well, we're looking defensively a lot better. You know, we've had to play Cedric at left back again today, and defensively done very, very well. But he's not going to give us the attacking options that Tierney does. So, you know, we was hampered from our attacking point today, but we still looked dangerous. We still created chances, and still was defensively very, very strong. So there are some big pluses for us to take today. What we've got to do now is build on this, get a result against Wolves, and then we can turn around. I say, if we beat Wolves and then beat Leeds, we can say, you know what, this wasn't a bad point.
Yeah, are you looking on Arteta now and saying, listen, this guy now, you know, there's been people on his back. Time to get off his back now. He's turned the corner. You know, you can criticise him, but, you know, he's come through a rough patch, and it's now proving to be, you know, he's looking decent now. I mean, Man United, you know, they've been brilliant this season. They've been brilliant away from home. But 2 games against Man United this season, he hasn't lost. He hasn't even conceded a goal.
No, exactly. And you have to give credit where credit's due. Listen, we've all said it. I'll say it again. He's very, very fortunate. When you see what happens at other clubs, and I'm not talking about Chelsea, I'm talking about Cardiff. They had 6 games without a win. He's gone. You know what I mean? He's been very, very fortunate. But the club have said no, and from that factor, he has seemed to be turning it around.
Sometimes maybe patience is
patience could be the key.
United have been patient with Ollie, and look how well they've been doing.
Yeah, well, listen, you know, Ollie, you know, let's be honest about that. Manchester United fans were calling for his head at one stage this season, and the press went on to him, but they've stuck firm with him, and they've done well, and we're sticking with the manager. And all through this, there are things that I think, yeah, let's see what Mikel can do, and I'm a big fan of his going into the cup final. But then I see this couple of decisions that he makes, and I do worry about that. Hector Bellerin continues to keep playing after not being great, and that to me worries me. But you know, I think also he's getting his players that he wants in and around it now. You know, like a bit of athleticism mainly in the front areas. And so you know, at the end of it, Robbie, whatever we think, the club are backing him, and so we've got to do the same. And he is going to make. And look, listen, game by game, you are entitled to, as a fan, to criticise. And if you don't see it right, you can do it. But when they do well, you've got to praise. You can't, because you're criticising somebody, it doesn't mean to say you can't praise them the next week or whatever. And that is a big thing for me. Mikel today is still not solved the problems of our home form. It's still not quite good enough. But when you look at it on the context of the game today, the injuries today, you have to say it's a fair result at point. And I think I'm going to go away tonight disappointed that we haven't won the game. But you know. You know, like not grateful, but like we haven't lost it neither. So it's just sometimes you get these results and games, and you just have to say, right, well, we move on and dust ourselves down and go to the next game. We haven't lost the game. The fact of the matter is, I think there would have been a stage where we'd have lost that game. You know, I've got to say, you know, like man of the match for me today. I'm not happy with what Gary Neville said. I think that was trying to hide the fact because of his Man United. Because all of their players weren't that good up front. So by giving it to David Luiz, it makes them look a lot better. I thought Granit Xhaka today, give him another one that gets a lot of criticism and all that, was outstanding in there today. I thought we dominated the midfield. Pogba, never heard of him. You know what I mean, today, like, you know, and he's been getting a lot of praise lately. And Partey today weren't at his best. So it needed him to be up there, and he stood up to it, and I thought he was brilliant today. But the work rate of Lacazette again, you go, and it's great. Look, I'm a big critic of Pepe because of, you know, I expect better. But the last two games, he's turned up to the party now, like, you know. Pardon the pun. And what's happened now is that he's now making it difficult for the manager to leave him out, and that's it. And I've got to say this. You know, people criticise Willian. He done okay today. He wasn't. You know, anybody that wants to slag him off today, you know, like wait another time, because there will be. But today is not the one.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.